Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today I am back with Stamp It Like It's Hot. And this month's prompt is embossing. So, of course there's dry embossing, which I guess you could technically do if you stamped out an image and then you wanted to emboss your stamped image. That would technically count. But I took it to mean actually doing heat embossing, using a heat gun, and, you know, stamping, embossing powders. A Versamark comes in handy. I know back in the day, before I had a Versamark ink pad, like way back in the day, 20 years ago, I don't even know if Versamark existed, but I would use my white ink pad because for some reason the white didn't dry as fast, so you could actually get your embossing powder on there to emboss. So today I'm not actually going to create a layout, which I normally do. I just wanted to show y'all. Now this is probably something y'all already know. Most people know how to emboss. I've embossed a lot. I don't do it often, but today I wanted to try something different. So this is something brand new for me. I just tried it once before I started this. So pretty much what I did was I stamped my images out. Now I used this stamp set that I have from Temu. This is kind of what started it all. Actually, it was this one with this little mouse that started the tickets in my whole YouTube journey. But I still love these little mice. I was playing with them yesterday for something else I was working on, and I think I'm going to combine all of this together for my video tomorrow. So check back to check it out. So, I stamped my images. I used the little mushrooms on here and just stamped them onto my cardstock. So then I just took a marker. Now, you could do something different, do it differently. You could use your inks to color, watercolor, or whatever. I just use these markers because these are my reds that I have. And normally I use my tri-blend, but I don't have a red tri-blend. So I had to go with these. And I didn't know, like I said, this is something new for me. And I had no idea if it was actually going to even work, or how the embossing, putting the Versamark on and then the embossing powder would work with it. So I was just a little cautious. So I let my grandbaby use these markers, and she's about wore the tip out, so you can't do any good detailed work with them anymore. So it becomes a little bit messy trying to color in this mushroom, and it's okay, totally okay. I'll show y'all what I kind of do to fix it. Alright, so that was my lighter red that I have. So then I'm just going to go in. It don't got to be perfect. I'm just going to color around a little bit. Just to do a little bit of shading. So then I did take my tri-blend, and I used the gold brown blend, the lightest end, just to be really simple. And so it would be very light. And then I just colored that in, and then I just shaded here. And then I'll take the next one and just add a little bit more, just to give it a little bit of definition. Okay, so now our coloring is done. So you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but I messed up a little bit and got some of the red into the little white spots. So what I did before I embossed, I just took my white gel pen, and I just went in and I fixed all my little spots where I colored too much. and the ones I completely colored over. Because it happens, right? And it ain't going to be perfect. We're going to be covering it up anyways, somewhat. Okay. So there's how I pretty much fixed that. Alright, so then what I did was, like I said, I didn't know how this was going to turn out. But I took my Versamark and I took clear embossing powder. Now you could use whatever, but the super fine detail is what I found works the best. It's very, very fine. I ended up buying a big bottle of some chunky ones and it would not stick for anything. So I went back and ended up getting that one. So pretty much I took my Versamark, just a little finger dauber. Now, I've told y'all before, mine's dirty, and if I wanted to actually clear stamp an image, I would need to buy a new one. Because I don't clean my stamps, so don't judge. So I'm just going to use this little dauber. And I'm just going to go in and just daub on my Versamark over the part of my mushroom that I actually want to emboss. Now on the other one, I cut it out first. But it's okay. You don't have to. And since my pad is a little bit dirty, it is going to transfer that a little bit. To my stamped image onto my white part. So, but it's okay because it's still, you know, you can still tell it's a mushroom. Okay, so then I just have a little bit that I put out here on the paper. And I'm just going to dip it and press it and let it pick some up. And then I'm going to tap it off just like if you was regular embossing. Let's see here. I'm just going to take my fingernail and clean up the edges. Which I am going to be fussy cutting it out. Or if you had a die. I think I actually do have these dies. But I probably never used them because I actually like fussy cutting. So, alright. I'm going to pull a little bit of this off because it's kind of thick around the edges. Alright. So, this is going to be loud for a second, but we're just going to turn on the embosser. Now, me personally, that looks good. For the most part, but I like to, while it's still warm and not completely dry, I like to just re-dip it just to give it another extra coat, and then tap it off and then heat it again. Okay, so now that is all done, and normally I would pick up my embossing powder down here and put it back up before I start drying it, so whenever I hit it, and if it accidentally hit it, it don't blow it everywhere, because, you know, don't ask me how I know. But, so pretty much that's going to be it. And then I'm just, like I said, on the other one, I did cut it out first before I dipped it into my embossing powder. But then I'm just going to fussy cut. And, you know, like I said, this is the first time I had ever tried this with actually daubing it on to just a certain area to emboss it. So, I think it worked out really good. So let's see if I can show y'all, if y'all can see it in the light. But ain't that cute? I didn't want to do the whole mushroom. I just wanted the top so it would be shiny. Alright, so I hope you guys go over and check out all the other ladies playing along. The link will be below for that. And check back tomorrow and see what I make with all of these. So until next time, bye y'all.